Now on News 8.
The deal may not be dead yet. More talks on Renaissance Square. They still don't see eye to eye.
You know, we're still talking. We're hoping that some of the talk is productive.
Nobody, either side, quote-unquote, gave in on anything today.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure.
We're scrambling, actually, to try to find places to park the cars.
Local junkyards are cashing in on cash for clunkers.
I'm Scott Hetzko. Good evening. We got a front out to the west. Find out what it brings coming up in my forecast.
Live from WROC, this is News 8 at 5.
And good evening, everyone. Tonight, there is a last-ditch effort to bring Renaissance Square back from the dead.
First, the mayor and the county executive met early this morning, and tonight the mayor is meeting with city council to see if they're willing to budge. News 8's Evan Axelbank is live from Rochester City Hall now with more. Evan?
Hey, Maureen, they're meeting right now, and the question is, will City Council agree to vote again on legislation that they already passed 2 weeks right now that, you know what, Rochester, you're too late for the federal funding. We're live in Rochester this evening. Evan Axelbank, News 8.
All right, thanks, Evan. For more on the state of the Renaissance Square project, go to our website, rochesterhomepage.net. Look for this story under News.
What a beautiful summer day we've had. Here's Scott Hetzko with a look at our evening forecast.
Hey, good evening, guys. Beautiful weather indeed. We are from our brand new weather center. Exciting. More talk about it to come right now. Let's get you the weather forecast. We start off with our numbers in the upper 70s. A simply flawless day in Western New York. 78 here in the big city. Now let's go ahead and go forward and show you the last 6 hours or so, and you can see a clear sky. But as we take you wider, watch what's going on back out to the west here. Pretty clear line of clouds and a cold front back out to the west. That's marching off toward Rochester. But notice there's not a lot with this guy, not a lot of oomph. So don't expect a whole lot with respect to showers tomorrow. Back here tonight, other than cirrus clouds coming in, it's a nice and friendly.
Businesses in Rochester's South Wedge neighborhood band together.
Just an opportunity for people to have a good night, to save money.
How you can save and support the local economy in today's Summer of Savings report.
Planning dinner tonight? You may want to think about milk or fish for your kids. We'll tell you why in Health Watch.
Good evening. I'm Scott Hetzko. This was today's weather, but what about tomorrow? Changes to talk about coming up.
You're watching the team you can trust. Kevin Doran, Maureen McGuire, and Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko. This is News 8 at 5.
A brand new tub.
Now, News 8 weather with Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko.
Hey there, good evening to you. You noticed some changes here, and we're going to give you a whole lot in the weather broadcast, some exciting new technology to tell the story better. Perfect weather today, nothing but sunshine, sitting well into the mid and upper 70s. Fantastic weather. Want to go ahead and give you an idea at some of the numbers across Western New York, sitting in the 70s, 78 here in Rochester, near 80 in Dansville right now. Now, as we go ahead and show you the time lapse, what a day it was today. Check this out as I put that into motion for you. Fair weather cumulus clouds, no big deal. They do nothing but sit up there, about 5,000 feet up in the sky and making your day perfect. Now, let's go regional. Talk a little bit about nice weather for now. Changes with respect to that are seen in the next 3 days of your life. There they are for you. We start out on Tuesday, again, mid-80s. Looking pretty decent here with regard to the weather. And as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, middle 70s, starting cool. Ended up with a fair amount of sunshine. Friday, 78. We go into Saturday. We're talking about low 80s. Look at Sunday. That's the day I was talking about of being near 90.
Wow.
Before we get cool again, maybe early
next week.
It's
about time.
Yeah, it's good stuff. What do you think of the fancy weather graphics?
Oh,
I love them.
Beautiful.
They look good, right? So this is a part of the whole way we're telling the different weather story here on Channel 8. Different look. It's exciting.
Yeah.
We hope you like it. What do you think? Look at this.
Send us an email.
It's fancy.
I think I'm going to stay here all the time.
It is
You're more than welcome.
It is nice to have you closer at the desk.
It is nice to be here.
Thanks, Scotty.
All right.
Thank you, Scotty.
Coming up in a Summer of Savings report, businesses in a Rochester neighborhood are banding together to get people to stop, shop, and save.
News 8 brought to you by Metro Mattress.
Tonight,
I am Barney Stinson.
Celebrate Rochester's 175th anniversary online.
News 8 brought to you by Holy Sepulchre Cemetery.
Businesses in Rochester's South Wedge have come up with a unique idea to save you money when you shop.
Yeah, all you have to do is take a spin Here's News 8's Megan Backus with a Summer of Savings report.
The wheels of the economy are slowly turning, so coffee can...
Search crews back on Cayuga Lake today looking for a missing boater. He's 50-year-old Dennis Jones, and he fell overboard in the lake early yesterday. He was in a boat with 3 other people at the time, and right now they're searching the north end of Cayuga Lake for Jones. So far, they have come up with nothing. He's the 3rd person to have turned up missing in a local lake in the last 3 weeks.
There is a push to help the uninsured in Ontario County. A new health clinic has opened.
News 8 brought to you by ESL Federal Credit Union. It's banking only better.
Live from WROC, this is News 8 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. Here are the headlines at this hour. Senate Republicans may try to stall cash for clunkers. Legislation pumping new money into the car rebate program will be considered by the Senate this week. The program ran out of money in just 1 week, and that prompted the U.S. House to rush a $2 billion extension. The Senate goes into recess at the end of this week, so they are being pressured to act quickly. White House spokesman Robert Gibbs says it is unlikely cash for clunkers can survive past Friday without another infusion of money.
The teenager accused of shooting Rochester police officer Anthony DePonzio back in court today for a pretrial hearing. The hearing to discuss whether a gun discovered in Type 6. News 8's Jason Fraser live on Route 96 right now with a lot of construction cones. Jason?
Kevin and Maureen, about 15,000 people use Route 96 here in Pittsford every day. Today, crews were here putting out some cones with the whole plan of basically resurfacing the route right here and filling some of those gaps that you see right there. It's part of a plan to not only keep jobs here in Rochester, but keep you safe.
You're watching the team you can trust. Kevin Doran, Maureen McGuire, Chief Meteorologist Scott Hetzko, and Sports Director John Kutchko. This is News 8 at 5:30.
Into the upper 70s here in Rochester. I want to show you a couple of interesting stats from the day. First of all, we'll pop in the weather almanac here, and what you're going to notice in a second, we'll get the almanac back to you. We go regional first of all and show you what's happening on satellite and radar across the Northeast. Check increase those clouds through the evening hours. Go ahead and show you a future cast in a second. Maybe we can get you out to the forecast. Probably not, as I have my first glitch of the new system. So back here for tomorrow's forecast. Check it out here. It'll be in the low to mid 80s from Rochester down to Victor. Penn Sunday, 87 degrees for a top temperature then. Now, one thing I didn't have a chance to show you over there in front of the wall, and I want to do it now, is the weather almanac. We got to 78, a low of 56. You can see the record going back 21 years, 95 degrees, set way back in 1988, the record low on the screen as well. And one thing I wanted to also begin to show you here was highs today. Actually, morning lows in the mid-50s Thursday and Friday, mid to upper 70s then. So, evidently, we went to a weird progression there, had what we call in the computer world as a glitch.
Well, I don't know about the glitch, but the forecast looks A-okay.
I think it does as well. Like I said, tomorrow just maybe an afternoon storm. Yeah. Otherwise, we are ship-shape the rest of the week.
Summer's finally here.
I'm hoping.
Nice to know.
Indeed.
Hey, you have probably noticed there are some big changes with News 8. You know, we have an entire new look, and this is what was going on just a matter of days ago as they dismantled the old studio, the old digs here in the News 8 studio.
Did they move up my cot?
They moved out Scott's wet bar and much more, and they began to build anew. It's been a great process all week long. That's the beginning of the new set.
Yeah, a lot of people on our team have put in a lot of work behind the scenes, besides the 3 of us sitting right here, that's for sure. And they have done a great job. The whole idea is for us to bring you the news, not in a different way that we've been bringing it to you, telling stories, but a different look that we hope you enjoy as much as we are right now. And we hope you'll stay with us. Of course, the team you can trust. We do enjoy bringing you news every single day. Yeah, and if you'd like to see more behind-the-scenes tour from our studio, go online to our website, rochesterhomepage.net, and just look under News Headlines. Coming up, NASCAR's top drivers.
News 8, brought to you by Arby's.
News 8 at 5:30 continues.
Well, the NASCAR race season is moving.
Now, News 8 Sports with Sports Director John Kutchko.
Johnny joins us now from Bills camp and all things Bills. I can't